What a tough day in the market, but I have to say we speculated on the potential pullback from the opening of a new monthly candle, and that's exactly what we got. How exact was the pullback? Let's go over an NYSE investigation, securities fraud allegations, and more to gain an edge over the coming sessions. Welcome back to the channel on this Money Monday. This is ARCa, and let's pop in the GameStop. Let's kill 'em, team. What is up, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. Please do me a favor and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, do everything necessary to get this thing to live long, thrive, and survive. Let's go ahead and jump in straight to this. Check this out. NYSE has released an announcement indicating that they are looking into a technical glitch responsible for the drastic drop of many stocks by over 99%. Guys, this is something that was happening in the broader markets today, and this was released at around 11 a.m., I believe, Eastern time, right? So check this out. It says right here, NYSE Equities continues to investigate a reported technical issue regarding lulled bans, right? Additional information will follow as soon as possible. The lulled is usually what controls the halts on market assets, right? So when things fall out of balance, it's the lulls that actually get this thing to kind of resolve, right? Look into it. You find out exactly what that is, but that is usually what I have heard when the price action falls out of balance, right? In the high volatility trades, there would usually be a stop or a halt in the price action to figure out what that balance is and then resume price action slightly after that, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at the next post here and look at this. The NYSE has just sent out this investigation notice of the technical issue. My man over here posting it up, right, saying June 3rd, 2024. Right after that, saying NYSE Equities continues to investigate a reported technical issue regarding load bans. Additional information, still posting further and further bullcrap, right, guys? The investigation is, I guess, still going. What a way to make sure that volatility here on the meme stocks don't continue. I'm wondering here if that's actually the case instead of something more innocent, right? I don't know, right? It was what is it? Berkshire and Hathaway completely halted on a downtick today. Like, when does that ever happen, right? But anyway, check this out, guys. So the Roaring Kitty has posted an update to his GameStop position. And of course, guys, he held all the way. So there was definitely not one time where this guy let go of his position, right? So this is actually something that he posted on his, I think it was on Reddit, I believe. Somebody shared, right? But very interesting for Keith Guild or Deep Fucking Value or Roaring Kitty to post here, right? I thought he was going to be able to be out on that $40 pump on GME, huge price action, right? But let's go ahead and take a look at this right now. This is a post coming out from Kristen Shaughnessy, right, saying lawsuit against Ken Griffin, Citadel, Robinhood, DTCC, and FINRA alleging fraud, corruption in AMC and GME stock trading. Lawsuit against Ken Griffin, Citadel, Robinhood, DTCC, and FINRA alleging. Guys, this is 100% happening. This was released on June 3rd, 2024, which is today, right? So there is absolutely something happening over here and something deeper than what we even imagined, right? So why don't we go ahead and take a look on the other screen over here so that we can display the options activity, right? So you can see here that still, yes, those June 21st expiries at the $20 strike for GME are currently still super concentrated at 145,652, which includes that massive purchase from Roaring Kitty, right? So let's go ahead and now move on to the term here and take a look at this, right? Yes, the call activity is more bullish on every single iteration here, but the ones that we're observing here are, of course, within the June 21st expiries. The total number is now 341,005 opposed or versus the put side of about 144,349. For those of you who don't understand what a call option is or what a put option is, this is very simple for you to understand, right? The simplest form is just to say that call options, when you buy them, they are betting the stock price to the upside, right? So you're saying that I bet the price action is going to reach $20 or whatever, and in this amount of time, to the expiry date, of course, and the put side is quite the inverse of that, right? It would be betting the downside by that date of June 21st. As you can see here, the majority of the sentiment, probably about 60% more, is betting the upside on GME even still. So now let's go ahead and take a look at some further information because I have more to share with you right over here, right? So as we were expecting, right, there could be a big pullback into the monthly time frame. But before we get that monthly observation, let's just take a look at GME versus the SPY, right? So this is the SPY, the S&P 500 index, and you can see that price action started declining almost right away, and GME followed that decline as well. This is something that I have to remind everybody of because we talked about this. We noticed that the SPY and GME, there was a correlation there, right? So as soon as we get this downside on the SPY, of course, GME and AMC are going to follow on that trend, right? So we have to make sure to be careful in the financial markets. Yes, I do see that we dropped all the way down to the areas of about 26.49 and recovered all the way back up to the areas of about 517. Granted, yes, we opened here, right? But now in the post market, we went up to 29.74, and now we're sitting at about 29.24. Still green on the day, by the way. Okay, you guys. So this is not saying that we ended in the red. In fact, GME closed 21% in the day, and AMC closed 11.09% up on that day, right? So very curious for us to observe this. Guys, please remember that I am actually a stock instructor, right? A trading instructor. Reach out to me at ArcMastersCourse@gmail.com if you would like to take advantage of my 5-week beginners program. This is actually going to be going, guys, the enrollment's going to stop here soon because we're getting an influx of students now and it's getting full, and I want to make sure to catch you in there right away. Make sure to make a change on your trading career. Make sure to come by to the ARCa Bulls trading team and get that beginner's course out of the way so that you're trading the financial markets a little simpler, a little easier. Right, you guys? So let's go ahead and take a look at the next chart here, as I would like to show you. Oh, yeah, right. This was the moon. This was the moon target that we were talking about yesterday. And yes, we did observe those top bound targets and even beyond based on that analysis, right? And of course, the post coming out of Roaring Kitty for his existing positions, right? Very nice. Now, yeah, I want to go ahead and explain to you or show you the monthly time frame, right? So this is the monthly candle that we were on, right? So we were speculating, saying that if we were to close or end open, right, between that or within that area of 23 cents, the problem here would be that we would already be over the 50% retrace of that monthly candle. So meaning that when we would open the new candle, say if we were to have opened it here at 23.16, there wouldn't be much downside. We expressed here that there could be a support of 21.69 before continuing to the upside, but of course, there was that post that came out from Roaring Kitty, and this thing pumped all the way to the upside and ended up opening the day and the new monthly candle at $40.31. Guys, what happens here afterward is that there is a pullback. Usually the new candle to open tends to pull back 50%, that candle on average. Okay, you guys, so check this out. The price action, let's bring in the drawings, right? No, actually, I'm going to do it a la carte for you, right? Let's go ahead and draw the range, right? The box is going to give me the middle of the area anyway, okay? Check that out. This is the entire range of that candle, right? All the way across. Now, look at what happened here. Today in the ARCa Bulls trading team, we stated that the absolute full extension downside would be $26.39. And look at what we reached, right up here on the low. If you hover over that candle, it says $26.40. There was another area that we were able to use for a short-term gain, and it was a massive, almost 80% gainer. And it was actually this monthly gap right in here. So if we just go ahead and take a look at this here, just like that, we stated in the morning that we could stop right around this area here for a massive bounce, and that is exactly what we got. So let's go ahead and pull this back to the 4-hour time frame, right, where we can see this bounce happen. Actually, you know what? Let's just do it on the hourly time frame as well, right? So we got that huge pullback all the way down to here. Price action reached that bottom side of 28.04 before bouncing eventually all the way up to 32.21, right? So that was a massive 4-point jump and an 80% gainer on short-term options trading, right? Very, very cool. Now, of course, we ended up failing it, and we came back down to that true 50% retrace of the monthly. Now, what is it that we're looking for? What is it that GME is trying to do into the coming sessions? Well, let's go ahead and try to find out for ourselves, right? Let's go ahead and get rid of these silly little things and take a look at price action right here. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and just make sure that this post-market and pre-market is down to a minimum in color, right? Because that does kind of distract me a bit. I want to make sure that it doesn't distract you as much, right? Okay, so let's dive in here to the hourly time frame and see what's up. All right, so this is the hourly time frame, right? Almost giving us back the entire gain. In fact, the entire gain would have been located at about 25.30, and now we're creating a little bit of a bounce. Now, how's volume looking on that bounce, though? Okay, so let's take a look at that now, and we'll go ahead and observe everything moving forward. Let's go down to a more granular level and see how that volume is doing, okay? Let's zoom in here a bit. Good deal. Okay. So it looks like we're getting a little bit of declining volume here, right? You can see this volume here declining with price action going upward, okay? So now, yes, I do understand that this is the post-market, but I still can't help this thing introducing a potential head and shoulders, right? So if it is a head and shoulders, we do have some bottom-bound targets, specifically down here to 23.15 to 22.29. But that's not entirely it. Why? Because the market is still moving as we speak. You can see here that it actually just moved up a tick, right? So as soon as we start breaking this resistance of 29.70, we could be out of the woods here from a potential dead cat bounce, and also out of the woods from a potential head and shoulders. Okay, head and shoulders formation, dead cat bounce formation, all of those are bearish with bearish targets, and two different targets by themselves. I'm not going to provide those targets right now. Okay, so actually, you know what? Why don't we do it anyway? Let's speculate. Here's your neckline, right? I'm going to actually draw the neckline in a different place. Yeah, I would say this would be it. Better looked at there. Good deal. So let's get the inverse head and shoulders. I'm sorry, the head and shoulders formation, right? We put it in between the 50% of the right-hand shoulder, and it's taking you down to the targets that we spoke of, right? Okay, now let's speculate on the target from the dead cat bounce, right? You get this huge decline, right? Then you get price action here to create that dead cat, and there is also a price to observe on there. Take the top of the price action all the way back down to that inflection point and apply it to that inflection point low. And check it out. It's coming up to 23.47. We just spoke about us likely reaching the targets of about 23.15 to 22.29, and it is confluent, very confluent. All right, guys, so I'm just going to go ahead and leave those targets there for you. Now, do we continue to the downside? Well, we're going to need price action to kind of end. We're going to do a live stream tonight anyway, so we're going to observe where things closed. But I wanted to release these videos early so that you know how price action is behaving in the interim, right? Okay. So the 10-minute and the 5-minute time frame are currently at supports. They look like they're going to bounce to the upside, looking okay. All right, now here's the other thing. Immediate short-term time frame, you have an ascending triangle. This is a continuation formation, right? So this means that you're going to likely get a break to the upside if this behaves the way that price action traditionally behaves when it observes this formation. This is a continuation formation, okay, you guys? So if we get that upside, you're already at about 65 to 75% to the apex of the triangle. Let's measure those targets. If we break out here on that following 5-minute candle, which would be ideally, right? Let's go ahead and apply it to the upside. It would be $30.33 from the breakout. There are 3 targets here for this triangle. For the triangle family, it's usually 3 targets, right? Center of the triangle giving you the next target, located at about $30.60. Now, the largest target that you can get here would be from the price action at the very, very backside of this formation, right? Let's just speculate it to be around there. Okay, and now this is giving you a target of about $31.36. Very nice. Okay, so now you know the upside targets here for the immediate short term. I guess we're going to see if we ended up closing. This is a bullish continuation formation. It could be otherwise a bull flag, right? Just know that this is suggesting a continuation to the upside based on its statistical behavior. It does not mean that it can't be played to the downside. So if it does play to the downside, we'll be able to have these same targets here towards the downside. Heads up on that, okay? Now, let's go ahead and take a look at a continuation from here. Okay, let's see where the moving averages are, just so that we are aware where everything is. Okay, good. Yeah, so right in line with the SMA 100 and the 5-minute time frame, EMA 200 is that first target. So yeah, we could see a continuation to the upside to that EMA 200. Notice here that the SMA 20 and the SMA 50 are very much confluent with the top end of your triangle, right? So yeah, we could be experiencing a resistance there. Pull back here to validate the SMA 5, bounce from the SMA 5, combat the upside from these SMA 50 and SMA 20, get the resistance of the EMA 200, pull back, validate support, and continue to the next target, which would be around at 31.36, okay? That's usually how price action tends to behave. And remember, this is the bull case. We already went over the bear case, so now you know those targets to the downside as well. Observing 23.15 to 22.29, focused right at about the 50% of that range at 22.86. Dead cat target would be at around 23.47. All right, you guys, so I want you to practice safe in the broader markets. We need to get over a few things here, right? But I do think that there's a positive catalyst for the price action to end up with an upside continuation based on what happened with the existing position from Roaring Kitty. All right, you guys, so if you have any questions, please remember, first of all, I need to say this, right? You definitely know that I'm giving you the invite here to join the ARCa Bulls trading team right up here, okay? You guys, make sure to click on that, join the ARCa Bulls trading team, and everything will be absolutely cool, right, guys? But if any questions, you know where to reach out, and we will speak very soon. Thank you for listening. Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. Never, ever, never, ever. I need you to do your own due diligence, and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well, a very, very good rest of your day and or night, and I will catch you at the Bell Mañana. Adios, team.